Corruption was under Buhari, has no knowledge, competence to rule a nation. Northern elders rises against Buhari. Hello, my wonderful people. One of the northern elders has released a statement that is causing serious woes for Buhari and those who are supporting him. By the way, he's not a southerner, he's a northerner. One of us who have said, well, Buhari has no knowledge whatsoever for leadership. He's incompetent, and the incompetence is showing. But can I quickly just interject there and ask a question? Do you know that with all this being said, the North will, if you tell them that, okay, let's impeach Buhari and bring in a competent hands, they will be the one to fight you to a steal. Did you remember when the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajigwamila, wanted to beat more than he can chew because, I mean, he has pledged allegiance with them, yes? And it was to call Buhari, according to the Constitution, to come and answer why insecurity is worsened. Do you know what they did? They so intimidate this guy. He did not even recognize the spelling of his name. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. Former Global National candidate and former House of Representative member representing Castina Federal Constituency states, Dr. Husman, one of the Northern Elder, has described the level of corruption in the Pence administration as epidemic, with high level of impunity, saying that corruption now is worse than the country was and has ever been since the country returned to a democratic rule 1999. It was in this government that a snake swallowed 300 million. It was in this government that we saw billions of naira got on cutting of grass. And it is the same this government we saw a former governor and a 7 senator standing trial for billions of naira by EFCC being appointed by EFCC and the appointed minister. The political activities, Islamic scholars speaking for the second annual marital Sulu leadership lecture emphasize what has recently happened again, how children were being fed despite there was pandemic. Corruption in Buhari's administration is the worst you can ever imagine. The country does not even know her left from her right due to his incompetence. How he became Nigerian's president is still a mystery. Dr. Bago equally described the 22 years of democracy in Nigeria as a serious setback for the country, saying that the country is worse off under the democratic rule than it can ever be. I think it was better well maintained even under the military. According to him, if we ask ourselves, what have we gained in the last 22 years? From 1999 to date, the answer is poverty, more mystery, and no doubt unemployment is at the peak. Hence, our youths are going into cybercrime. They parade them every day, but these people fail to realize that they created the problem. He, however, said within this period, the revenue generated from the country and revenue generated in independent areas have all been squandered. Borrowing and borrowing, indebting the nation is the order of the day. Buhari is incompetent. He should never have even ruled as a state governor, how much more the president of a nation. He has no knowledge and capacity. Should I tell you, he's sleeping while things are happening. The secondary certificate is not equivalent. The secondary certificate he claimed to have in those days is not equivalent to primary six today. So how can such be ruling a nation? We are sleeping. There is no leadership in the country. Hey, my dear, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how much to bring it, whether to the left or the right, for more understanding. I don't know how best to put it. But like I say, I believe they like the adage goes, a word is enough for the wise. The wise will hear a word and they will run with it, and they will not be intimidated, pushed down. They will take it and they'll begin to, they get on it and they understand that this is what we must do. That is the wise person. You see, the current administration and all that we have so intimidated Nigerians, intimidated the country that we are where we are. And in fact, we don't even know what we call our left from our right. We don't even understand it. The difference between the left from the right is such a far distant memory, you know. It's such a far distant memory. There is no education anywhere. Our education is more set back now than you can ever imagine. Do you know once upon a time in this nation, people used to come from African countries, just like the way we go to South Africa to school. People send their children to Ghana to school. They used to come to Nigeria, you heard me, to school. People come to Nigeria to school. But who dares it now? You dare not do that. You can't. There's no education. Okay? The education we have, if you don't have money, I mean, have you heard of manage? We're managing the whole system. Private school is the one trying to supplement for what the government should do naturally for the people. Private schools are the ones, so much so that even your child's school fees is your per annum salary. Oh, God, have mercy. How did we get here? How did we even get here in the first place? How did we get here? Just how did we get here? Why is everything so? I don't want to use the word. I don't want to use words that are not appropriate on air. How did we get here? There is so much wickedness in the land. I say wickedness because Buhari's children are schooling abroad. You know, less than 2 months ago, the son, 25 years of age, married a 20-year-old daughter of the Emir of Kano. She's 20, he's 25. They got married. Private jets, more than 100. Kanu was boiling left, right, and center with dignitaries coming to do what we call high service, to mention but a few. Yeah? He got married. Why can that boy get married? Because he has support. Money day. Person when he not get it, papa, as governor, president, this, that. 30 years. They think of marriage. Not be on chop. Nobody go know how to ask you, how are you? God will help us. So this country, God will help us. They will not go and, we don't have leaders. Let's just take it that way. We ain't got no leaders. Leave us a comment. We really love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Bye for now.